Today we're going to talk about crab. We're going to have a 101 on crab. And what we're going to talk about is going to talk about the price difference. Is each level here, where it comes from, what's application. You know, it's very important because there's a huge price difference. So you got to know exactly what you're going to use it for, what's your application, okay? Because that's where your money comes from, all right? And in a good restaurant, you got to know what you're going to do with your product and what's the best product for your recipe. The crab is from Blue Swimming Crabs, okay? The good thing about it is available year-round. The same quality, so when you open up one can in January and you open up one can in July, you know that you're getting both the same product. Fully cooked, ready to eat as soon as you open up the can, which is another great feature. So you basically don't have to do anything. It's safe for you to eat. And the shelf life, which is also very important, is 18 months, okay? Now, personally, okay, if it takes you 18 months to go through one case of 6 cans of crab, you know, maybe that's not the perfect item for your menu, all right? But hey, that's just me. Our first one would be the claw. So obviously this comes from the claw, and it's the least expensive. So it's very economical, okay? Cost-wise, roughly about $12 a pound, right there in that range, give or take a few. And just like chicken, all right, it's compared to the leg in a chicken is the most flavorful, same as here. It's the most flavorful, but it's the least expensive because it doesn't look as good, all right? But there's great application and you can make a lot of money with it. Secondly, we have the special, okay? Now the special, it's all the body meat from the blue crab, okay? They clean it all out. There's no lump in there, all right? So it's only body meat. It's the second least expensive, and a can of that pound, same thing. It's gonna be roughly about in the $18 range, give or take again, a few, all right? Secondly, of course, is the lump, all right? So the lump is 1/3 of the lump meat and 2/3 of the body meat, all right? So it's another least expensive compared to the 3 here I have on my left side. And that can is roughly about the $22 range, 23. And it all depends, seasonality and all that stuff, what's the catch, all that stuff. So then the super lump, okay, over here is 2/3 of the lump and 1/3 of the body meat, all right? So it's the opposite from the lump, okay? It's a little bit more expensive. It's probably about $25, $26. And it's also very good for a lot of different applications. And it's not as expensive as our big boy here, the jumbo lump, okay? This is the prime, this is the best. There's only 2 mussels per crab, right? And those are whole pieces, okay? So it takes a lot of crab to make 1 pound, as you can see. Let me show you, okay? It's a beautiful piece, okay? And obviously, this one here is the most expensive, and you can easily pay $35 for that. So those you probably would only use for high-end, okay, whole cocktails where you can see, like Cocktail Louis would be a great application for that in a high-end. Or if you want to impress your boss and you want to do something, get that. But otherwise, you know, go with the other ones. When you make crab cakes, get a little blend. When you make soups, you know, like put in the specials over here. Well, now we're going to talk a little bit about the economics of things, all right? So let's assume that an average portion of each is 3 ounces, okay? Which is probably what you will give, all right? Give or take. Now, 3 ounces of the claw will roughly cost you about $2.25. All right. Now 3 ounces of the jumbo lump is $6. All right. So there's already about a $4 difference. Now the special is roughly about $3 for 3 ounces, $1 an ounce, give or take. Now $3.45 for the lump, okay? $3.90 for the super lump. As you can see, there's a big price difference per portion if you think about it. All right, now let's look at it a little bit closer on how you're going to make money. All right, because a lot of people, they go by the assumption that you have to have a 30% food cost and everything is going to be based on that. Now 30% food cost, and let's just say we're going to make a roll, all right? A Cuban roll, everything else costs you about $1, all right? So now for my Cuban roll, it's going to be $2.25 plus $1 is $3.25, all right? For 30% food cost, we got to sell it at $11, give or take, all right? Now, I'm not really that super smart, so don't call me on that, but $11. Now, let's just say I'm going to do the same thing for the jumbo lump, all right? It's going to cost me $6 plus $1 is $7, all right? So I would have to sell that roughly about $23 for my roll, all right? You got so far? You're with me? All right. So now let's look at it a little bit differently, all right? So if this here cost me $3.25, I'm selling it for $11, all right? I have $6.75 profit, all right? Now here, I want to make at least the same profit, right? So if it's $7 and $6, that's $13.75, right? So I could theoretically sell it for $13.75, make the same amount of money profit-wise, have a far superior product, perceived value, right? Because we know that now that this tastes a little bit better, right? Flavor profile, but everybody loves the jumbo. So if I sell that now for $16, which I have a much higher rate of people will buy it, all right, I still gonna make $9, right? Because 6 plus 1 is 7, 16, $9. So it's a lot more than I have over here. I have a superior product. My food cost is shot, all right? But the last time I checked, my bank, I don't know about yours, my bank, they don't take food costs, they take real cash, right? So food cost is good to know what you have, okay? So you know, you have to know your theoretical food cost, you have to know then your actual food cost, right? To know that you're having no waste, no spoilage, it doesn't go out the back door. And I'm sorry I just said that, but it is what it is. And you're making money. That's the key, because your cooks are going to be the same cost, your overhead is going to be the same cost. So it all matters of how much can you charge, what do you need to charge. 30% for our crab, yes. You cannot have a 30% food cost on the jumbo lump because you will not sell a lot unless you're a high-end restaurant, which is expecting that you charge that. But your medium restaurant, you know, put a good product out there, charge accordingly, and let's make some money together, all right? So today we're gonna make a Cuban crab roll. That's crab with a B, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the concept of a Cuban sandwich and we're gonna change the pork with crab, all right? So we start out a little bit different here. I'm gonna take some mayo, all right? So I have some Kraft mayo. This here is 11 ounces, so I have one of those containers, 11 ounces of Kraft mayo. Put them in a container, and then I'm gonna take some mustard, okay? Cuban mustard, okay? Plockman's makes a really good Cuban mustard. So I'm gonna take 4 ounces of the mustard and add them to my mayo, all right? So 4 ounces of mustard to the mayo. we're going to mix it. All right, as you can see, make a nice little blend. So instead of just having plain Cuban mustard, I add a little bit of mayo to it. All right, now we're going to take some salt and pepper. I have some sea salt and pepper mix. All right, so basically to taste, whatever you like. Don't over salt it, okay? But add a little bit. And then I like to add a little bit of my Knorr fresh, okay? Instead of a lemon or a lime, I use a little bit of fresh. Cheat a little bit because I really like that. And just a few drops of those, very powerful, very flavorful, okay? And add that to it. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take pickles, okay? Here I have 4 ounces of pickles, all right? And I got another 4 ounces of pickles. So a total of 8 ounces of pickles for my recipe. And for my ham, a Cuban would have ham. I like bacon, all right? So I took some pre-cooked bacon from Hormel. You can use your own bacon. 4 ounces again here, and another 4 ounces, so 8 ounces of bacon. And we're going to mix that all together. And now I have a nice little blend of pickles, mustard, mayo, bacon, and some seasoning. All right. Now, what you want to do is you want to try it. All right. Because you want to taste what you make. All right? So, really nice, beautiful mustard flavor. Beautiful, the bacon comes through really nicely. I think I'm going to add a little bit more of the fresh to give it that little zesty taste, and that will be okay. Now, what I don't want to do is I don't want to add my crab to it right now. And the reason for that is I can make this here way ahead of time, but if I add the crab to it, you know what happens if I don't sell it, it might spoil sooner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to portion this out. And this is what I want to do in a restaurant. So I'm going to take a 4-ounce portion cup and I would fill them up 4 ounces, you know, roughly. And I would have my portions. And now when I have it ready, I need a crab. I have it ready to go. All right, we can do that later. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to have an order. So we're going to make it. All right. So 1 order, 4 ounces, put it back in your bowl. And now I'm going to take crab. Okay. For this particular thing, I chose my super lump, all right? Because I'm going to be a little bit a higher end restaurant. Therefore, I'm going to use a super lump, okay? I can charge for it. I put that in there, right? Now, I'm going to gently mix the things together. And now I have my filling for my roll, all right? So what I do here, I take a bread, okay? You can have any roll, you know, like I usually take a nice little bit of bigger bread, take some Swiss cheese because a Cuban has some cheese. Add some Swiss cheese to it, okay, on both sides. Put that aside, and now I will melt that, okay? So I'm going to put this in my oven over here. And of course, since it's TV, I have it already ready. So here we have the sandwich ready. Cheese is melted. I'm going to take a little bit of lettuce for my Cuban roll. And now I'm going to fill my roll. Okay, a little bit. All right, very nice, beautiful. Put that on there. And now we're going to have it ready. put it on a plate. Now you can serve that with whatever you like. Okay, some chips, some French fries, some fruit. I'm going to put a little bit of cilantro down there, and this is a beautiful, nice Cuban roll. However, quickly what we're going to do is we're going to take another one, because now I'm going to be in a different environment, less money, so I'm going to just take the claw meat. All right, so I'm going to have here 4 ounces of claw. I'm going to take my meat, bacon, pickle, mayo, mustard mix that together. Now I have a sandwich which has probably a little bit more flavor, as we earlier learned that the claw meat has. Okay, let me put that away because this is hot. All right, another plate. Put that aside. All right, and now we're going to fill that after we put some lettuce down. Don't want to forget that. Okay, and we're going to put the crab right in here. Now, as you can see, we would have 2 different sandwiches, same concept, but as we learned, it's going to be a little bit cheaper. Probably, you know, this one here costs you $4 probably to make. This one here costs you $3 to make. Okay, now it all depends what application you have, how much you can charge, what you want to do, but those are 2 Cuban crab rolls, and I'm going to be happy to eat them now with my videographer. Okay, Rick, he's already salivating back there. Can't wait to stop and enjoy it, have some fun, and sell a lot of them. Make some money, people. Have a great day.